Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Happy. It is 8 o'clock local time, a.m. I hope everybody's having a positive, peaceful, and productive start to your day today. If not, I pray that your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and of course the Most High help you with that. I also pray that He clothes us in His armor from head to toe, that He strengthens our discernment, guides our steps as we go throughout this day. We're going to start out with a morning scripture. Today is Thursday, January 15th, 2026. It's very cold in my area today. Thankfully, I did not wake up to snow. A lot of people were talking about the possibility of snow, so I was glad to not have that. I don't mind the snow, I just don't like having to drive in it. Okay, if you did get snow in your area, I hope you're being safe. I hope you're warm. Second Timothy 1:5. I am reminded of your sincere faith, a faith that dwelleth first in your grandmother and your mother, and now I am sure dwells in you as well. I don't think it's been very long since we got that. I am reminded of your sincere faith, a faith that dwelleth first in your grandmother and your mother, and now I am sure dwells in you as well. All right, we'll get a morning mantra. I've been up for quite some time already. That's one of the unfortunate parts about a schedule that's constantly changing. Even though I don't have to work this morning, I'm working this evening. I still wake up as if I have to be somewhere this morning. So today will probably be a nap kind of day. All right. Get our morning mantra, and then we'll get into our affirmations. I can spend my day feeling daunted, or I can spend it climbing over the thing that's daunting me. If I'm gonna spend, it might as well be a good investment. And then we got a second one that says, I radiate patience like a guru, mostly because I'm too exhausted this morning for tantrums. So being patient, no matter what might be daunting you today or what task you may be having to accomplish, be patient with others and be patient with yourself. We've been getting patient energy a lot here lately. I can say I'm guilty of experiencing impatience quite often. All right, today we'll pull from the Wild Offering Oracle for our affirmations. Mistakes and calmness. Allow me to know it's okay to make mistakes. Let me always take care of the inner child so he or she feels loved no matter what. The inner divine is the witness of all. remaining still and quiet even during intense turbulence. So take a deep breath and then say, "Quiet my mind, dear Lord. May your peaceful calm take over." So there's that calm in the storm energy. Again, it hasn't been that long since we saw that. We'll also get a chakra affirmation. A lot of, especially during the winter time, a lot of people get restless, get impatient. You know, we get tired of being cooped up inside and because it's cold outside, which of course not everybody is. There's people that work in this weather. I don't know how they do it, but more power to them. Even when I was younger, when, you know, I didn't have a problem staying warm, I never really enjoyed being cold. But there's people that do, so this, for those people that don't, we can get kind of stir crazy. We got two out here. First chakra, responsibility, and second chakra, reward myself. I plant myself on solid ground by consistently taking responsibility and having personal accountability for all that I do. I allow others to depend on me being responsible. My actions speak louder than my words. I rise above excuses and overindulgences as I forgive myself for my past indiscretions. Going back to the mistakes. Ooh, I didn't mean to knock those over. That very much lines up with the mistakes. I know I could not have acted in a more evolved way than I was able to at the time. And then reward myself says, I know that I am truly worthy and deserve to receive the good things in life, and I give myself permission to have them. It is time to enjoy the fruits of my labors. I aim to incorporate and embrace fun and joy in my life. I release that. Why can't I say that? I realize that all work and no play is a recipe for energy flow disruption and exhaustion. I allow myself to experience and receive more pleasure in my life, and I am flexible and open to change. I am receptive to embracing activities and events that come my way, even those I may have avoided in the past. We talked about that last time about, you know, all work and no play makes for a bitter day. Finding fun and joy in the little moments, but also embracing the opportunity for more. Okay. Now we will pull from the Namaste deck. I'm pretty sure this is the Goo Goo Dolls on the radio. I could be wrong though. All right, Namaste, stress less. Acknowledge what you do. There's that accountability energy again. How many things do you actually accomplish in a day? Do you even remember all of them? Take a day and be conscious of everything you start and finish. You will be amazed at how many things you actually do, from small to large tasks, Take a brief moment to acknowledge every completed task. At the end of the day, thank yourself for what you have accomplished. There may be things that were not completed, but there is always tomorrow. Never mind that right now. Be grateful for what you were able to accomplish today. This will add motivation to do even more tomorrow. Those small little things that add up to bigger things. We talked about that the other day. Acknowledging your accomplishments, being your own cheerleader, you know, especially if you live a secluded life. You know, a lot of people don't know the little things that you might struggle with. Something that to you may be a big accomplishment, but to them, you know, may seem minute. So be your own cheerleader. All right. Now we'll pull from the Angels of Abundance. Practicing being able to find your calm, rewarding yourself for those times where, you know, maybe you wanted to speak your mind, but you didn't, or, you know, you wanted to respond to something in a negative way, but you maintained your composure. You radiated patience. Reward yourself for those moments. I can definitely relate to that. All right, Angels of Abundance. You know, sometimes for some of us, being able to bite our tongue is a very big accomplishment. Maybe not for everybody, but for some of us. Block out distractions. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are. You have the power to responsibly block them out. So getting focused. That's come out a lot lately in through different decks and in different ways. But walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, people, places, and things that distract you. I know for a lot of us, we've made it to that phase where, you know, we're really trying to buckle down and make things happen in our lives. But no matter what phase of your journey you're on, blocking out distractions is very important. Whether that's other people, different situations, you know, maybe different habits. All right. Now we'll pull from the Forest Spirit Oracle. Hedgehog on the bottom of the deck, boundaries as we're getting started. I was finally able to take my band-aids off yesterday, so I am able to shuffle a little bit better. All right. Forest Spirit Oracle. We'll pull from the Love Oracle next, and then we'll get into the message cards. Chameleon. Many colors. Blend in or stand out as the situation requires to fit the needs of the moment. So flexibility, alchemy, adaptability. You got butterfly, transform, Well, on the bottom of the deck, welcome change and emerge stronger, just as the butterfly emerges from its cocoon. And then on the top of the deck, tree, wise counsel, like the wind whispers to the leaves, your higher self gives you guidance now. So, being in touch with your higher self, being in touch with your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and the Most High, practicing moments of stillness and patience and calmness so that you can so that you're able to be flexible and so that you can focus on the wisdom or the lesson. You got share on the radio. Do you believe in life after love? I think the name of the song is just Believe. All right. We'll get a few love cards. Intermission. Let's burn the Palo Santo for a few seconds. I burned some last night before I went to bed. Let's see. That's why I always like to have a candle lit. It's easier to use the flame of a candle than it is a lighter. There we go. Poof. Nice. I love the way this stuff smells. I need to learn a little bit more about it. All right. Now we'll get some love oracle messages before we jump into the deep ones. I tell you what, it was popping the last video we did. If you didn't see that yet, go check that out. It was just confirmation back to back to back. I love it when it's like that. When it's fast paced. I do appreciate everything you've been giving me the whole time. Is that my negativity keeping me away from you? Challenges are to overcome and bring us to a stronger bond. They're not supposed to break us apart. Well, I mean, take that how you will. Challenges are to overcome and bring us to a stronger bond. They're not supposed to break us apart. Well, I guess that just depends on what the challenges are. I mean, you could look at that in a negative or positive way, but either way, challenges are challenges. And we cannot control how another person responds to challenges. All we can do is the only person we're responsible for is ourselves. Of course, unless you have children. Or maybe we haven't finished our journey yet in the past life, and now we're here together again. That came out last time. That past life energy. So a connection with somebody from the past life that's coming back into this life. Maybe that's where the challenges are coming from. Last time we got the strong telepathy energy, not only from this deck, but from other decks as well. I do appreciate everything you've been giving me the whole time. So obviously like an indication of some kind of separation, and maybe even through the separation, you've been sending good vibes, loving energy. Maybe there's still a connection there. I don't know about for me personally, I think I've done cord cuttings on pretty much everybody that I was ever involved with. So if only there were a time machine to bring us back to those beautiful memories. Yeah, if only. This almost feels like somebody maybe reminiscing. Maybe experiencing some regret or some shame, or, just experiencing a lot of nostalgia, wishing for things to be different. Woulda, shoulda, couldas. That's a dangerous place to be. Anytime you get in that frame of mind, a dark cloud tends to hover. Whoa. This love is lithium was the first one that fell out. This is coming to an end. I don't want our love to become worse by minor things unconsciously piling up. So maybe that's what happened in the past. A bunch of little things built up and there wasn't proper communication. Maybe that's what's coming to an end. Maybe somebody's going to open lines of communication. Love is still there deep down in our hearts, but we should definitely spend more time together. So once again, indicating the separation. I don't think I deserve you. When you hold my hands, that warmth keeps my insecurities away. Definitely some nostalgia going on here. Maybe we have so many differences and I just can't meet your standards. I don't think I deserve you. Maybe we have so many differences I just can't meet your standards. Somebody's questioning. Somebody's it's like a reminiscing, like a woulda, shoulda, coulda energy. Don't get if that's you in that energy, don't get stuck there. That's a very dark place to be. You can't change the past. All you can do is heal from it. Accept and take accountability for the mistakes that were made. Reward yourself for how far you've come. Block out that is a distracted mindset. Focus, bring yourself back into the present moment. Go, do some meditation. Go outside, dance, do whatever helps you break out of that mindset. It's going to be different for different people. Play with your pets. If you play an instrument, get your instrument out, whatever. Break yourself out of this mindset. It's lithium. It's toxic. Thinking like that will get you nowhere, but stuck, hurting, sad, wallowing in your regrets and your mistakes. I've been there, man. I have been there. Or this could be a vice versa situation where somebody else is doing that over you. But either way, get out of that. Okay. Well, that song comes to mind. Tina Turner, What's Love Got to Do with It? You know, the reality is, for a relationship, a companionship to work, to last, it takes more than just love. Love is not enough. I can love you like so much, but not want to live in the same house with you. You know what I mean? Love just, it's not enough. It takes patience. It takes trust. It takes empathy. It takes good communication. It takes teamwork. It takes patience. It takes being able to find the calm in the storm, being able to calm each other, being able to work well together, like skills that one person doesn't have, the other person has. You know, that way you mesh well together. I think I've made my point. But don't keep beating yourself up over things like that didn't work out. You know, not everybody's not everybody gets you. Not everybody gets me. You know, sometimes we just rub people the wrong way. They take us the wrong way. They don't take the time to get to know us well enough. They judge us before they know us type energy. So don't take it personally when things don't work out. It's not your fault. It's not their fault. It just didn't work. And the best thing that you can do is walk away from situations where that is the reality. All right. Unstoppable you. You can be unstoppable. The only person that can truly stop you is yourself. And that's only if you give up. And in reality, the only true way to give up is to die. Unfortunately, some people do take that path, but it's not the answer. I've been there too. And now I look back at those moments and I'm like, how stupid was I? You know, I'm thankful that I've healed to that point to where I can look back and really see how irrational and illogical those thoughts are. But when you're in that moment, you're not thinking like that. You know, the wires are crossed. You know, the chemicals aren't flowing right. Whatever the case may be. I sympathize for people that are in that state of mind. But at the same time, I want to encourage them, you, us, to not be there. We can all be a little bit more supportive and understanding of the people around us. That doesn't cost anything. Even though I may, you know, if you work with the public, you encounter all kinds of different people. And me, I try not to judge or make assumptions about the people that I work with. And so, you know, sometimes it's very clear and very obvious that there's something wrong. I most of the time have no idea what it is. All I can do is be kind and be understanding and offer words of encouragement. And I try to encourage others to do the same. Look at that. Get out of your head. Rest, then rise, and keep going. Yesterday we saw Caged Bird from the Wandering Heart Oracle. Now the bird is out of the cage in this picture. Different deck. Same imagery, same message. We got You Are the Magic on the bottom of the deck and Choose Yourself on the top of the deck. What if it works? Your fire is sacred. Be the first to believe. Because there's so many, we won't, well, let's just see. I say that most of the time and then I end up reading them anyways. Get out of your head. Page 66. Overthinking is just fear in disguise. Mental clarity, fear-based thinking, inner peace, taking action, trust, and emotional awareness. Your thoughts are spinning, looping, analyzing every angle, and yet the clarity you seek won't come from thinking harder. Overthinking is often fear in a clever costume, convincing you that hesitation is safety, but in truth, it's keeping you stuck. This card is a call to interrupt the mental noise and drop back into your body, your breath, your inner truth. Your mind is a tool, not the master. When it starts running the show with fear, doubt, or endless what ifs, it's time to pause and realign. You don't need more thinking, you need more trusting. You may be caught in indecision, spiraling through imagined outcomes or overanalyzing every detail. Whew, what a whirlwind it is to be in that frame of mind. This card invites you to get grounded, reconnect with your intuition. That's what we got yesterday, too, to take imperfect action. Your answers aren't in the mental fog. They live in stillness, in movement, in your deeper knowing. Your next step doesn't need to be flawless. It just needs to be felt. Journaling prompts. What fear is driving my overthinking right now? If I dropped the need for certainty, what would I choose? What does my body know that my mind is trying to overrule? Grounding practice. Breath break. Sit quietly. Inhale 4 counts, hold 4, and exhale for 4. Hold for 4, and then repeat 3 times. Then place your hand on your heart and ask, what do I know beneath the noise? Listen to what rises. Let that be your compass for today. Affirmation. What thoughts do not my thoughts do not control me. I release fear and return to trust. Action step. Take one small step today that bypasses the spiral. Make the decision, send the message, move your body. Trust that momentum creates clarity. You don't need to figure it all out. You just need to take the next aligned step. Okay, and then we got Rest Then Rise. Page 30. Pause if you need to, but don't quit. Rest as resilience, burnout recovery, honoring your energy, emotional renewal, sacred pause, and inner restoration. Message. You're allowed to be tired. You're allowed to pause. Slowing down doesn't mean you're giving up. It means you're wise enough to tend to your own fire before it burns out. Rest is not a weakness. It's a strategy, a sacred reset. You're doing brave work by growing, healing, creating, and becoming. That kind of transformation, we did get transformed with the butterfly. That kind of transformation takes energy. It's okay if your body or spirit is asking for stillness. Listen, let yourself be refilled. Not because you're fragile, but because you're powerful and worthy of care. This card isn't telling you to stop, it's telling you to breathe, to step back, to gather your strength. Then, when you're ready, you rise again. All right. Keep going. I mean, that's pretty much self explanatory, but page 21. One step at a time still moves you forward. Perseverance, momentum, progress over perfection, endurance, self trust, patience with the process. There's power in persistence. When the excitement fades, when the results aren't instant, when the path feels uphill. This is where your strength is forged. It's not about huge leaps every day. It's about showing up again and again, especially when it's hard. Keep going is a quiet but powerful reminder that you're not behind. You're not failing. You're building step by step, moment by moment. Trust that progress is happening. Even if it's not loud or visible yet, some days your win is launching. Some days your win is launching the thing. Other days it's just getting out of bed. Both matter, both count. You're still moving, and that means you're still rising. So, like we say so often, baby steps. You don't have to accomplish everything in one day. Just take baby steps, smaller goals to accomplish the bigger goal. Choose Yourself is on page 108. Choose yourself, core message. Every time you do, you rise. Key themes: self worth, empowered choice, boundaries, inner alignment, self trust, and radical self love. We saw the boundaries card in the Forest Spirit Oracle. What was that? Um, was it the porcupine? I don't remember, but we saw the boundaries card. All right, and then you are the magic. Page 18. Everything you're looking for lives within you. Self-worth, inner power, manifestation, authenticity, trusting yourself, and divine alignment. You've spent enough time searching, comparing, and doubting. The truth is, the spark you seek, the power you crave, the clarity you long for is already inside you. You are not missing a piece. You are the piece. The missing piece of the puzzle is within you. But we have to put in the work, and we have to heal in order to find it. Whew, okay. Intermission. Hi, how are ya? Hope everybody's having a good morning. Okay. Let's do the Chakra Wisdom Oracle. We got balance on the bottom of the deck as we're getting started. Let's see how long we've been on here. 39:47. perception, and self-worth. Growth on the bottom of the deck. Gossip on the top of the deck. Look at that. Trickery and wisdom also on the bottom of the deck. Look at all that green. Green is associated with the heart chakra. Perception and growth is what came out. Or I mean perception and self-worth. Then you had growth on the bottom of the deck, backed by wisdom. And you had gossip on the top of the deck, backed by trickery. Also see abundance and passion. Trickery and gossip being used to alter someone's perception of you. Maybe even to alter your perception of yourself with the self-worth. Trying to slow down your growth and you gaining wisdom. Of course, wisdom leads to growth with abundance and passion. Let's see. Gossip. Well, we'll start with perception because that's the one that came out. Emerald offers a regal ability to see things differently and the chance of embracing transformation. There is an ability to attract wealth here if you have an open heart. See how the emerald is emanating light out? Also, there are 2 butterflies and a white dove in this picture. We got the butterfly with transformation. All right, and then we saw self-worth, which is orange. Orange also represents the second chakra, which aligns with our chakra affirmation, the reward myself. Self-worth. Salmon is the color of deep emotional peace. If you have been given a gift of self-love, this card indicates a love of life and no longer trying to prove your value to others who may not see what you see. Rely on your inner knowing. Rely on your inner wisdom. Don't fall for the trickery. Don't base your self-worth on what other people think of you. Keep your heart open. You can have boundaries and still keep your heart open. All right, now we'll pull from Mary Magdalene and we'll be done for the day. I hope everybody has a positive, peaceful, and productive day today. Please be safe if you're in an area where you're having bad weather. Stay warm. Be prepared. Make smart choices. Stay calm. Mary, Mary, full of grace, what advice can you give us today? The good, I am inherently good, but we also see 7, vision comes from within. And then we got the cross, I am anchored in love. Faith, hope, and love endure. The good, I am inherently good. Page 46. If we let it, the fact that we are good, that truth alone can transform our entire lives. We can let go of the guilt, the shame, the feeling of not being enough, or of being far too much. We can let go of the idea that we are somehow less or worthless because we are human. We can let go of the idea that God is a divine being who is way up there, way beyond us, and out of our reach. We can let go of this idea of a spiritual hierarchy, this idea that somehow we are ranked on some vertical axis from the most saintly to the tippy top to the most sinful down at the bottom. We can let go of this constant struggle to feel good, and we can begin to remember the truth that we are good. We are a part of the ultimate good, and this is both our truth to claim and our purpose to live. The Gospel of Mary doesn't refer to God as God at all. God, of course, is the masculine form of the Creator, or divine being in the English language. The feminine form is goddess. The Gospel of Mary refers to God or goddess or the ultimate creator as simply the good. And the Gospel of Mary explains that human beings are not inherently or innately sinful. Human beings are good. Christ explains the human condition in Mary's Gospel by saying, quote, "The good came among you, pursuing the good which belongs to every nature," end quote, referencing Mary chapter 3, verse 5. The good belongs to every nature. This is important to emphasize. The good here isn't earned. The good belongs to us, within us. The good is inherent in what it means to be human. Start here. You are good. Let the truth ring through you. Let the truth guide you. Let the truth remind you of who you are and of your purpose here on earth. You are inherently good. And with that goodness, you will see all of creation differently. You will see that every nature, every modeled form, every creature belongs to the same goodness that you are. The Soul Voice Meditation. What good can I see in myself in the moment? Nurture that goodness within you and share that goodness with the world. As always, be grateful for what you have, the big, the small, and the blessings yet to come. If you see a need out there today, tomorrow, next week, if there's any possible way that you can fill that need, please do so. You may not only better their day, but you could possibly change their life, and you never know the impact it could have on yours. Be blessed, find peace, and I'll see you next time.